This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, good morning, everybody. You are going to be so delighted at the profound wisdom you exercised today in setting aside these 15 minutes to learn about another KV Core lead generation strategy. Because what we're going to talk about today, which is auto sending market reports to people in your sphere of influence, is one of the most powerful sphere of influence, stay in touch strategies and lead generation strategies that KV Core offers, and it is so super easy. So to get started, I'm going to ask every one of you to open your personal KV Core website. Now, I've not created a custom URL for mine, so it's just frankgray.abbeyhomesearch.com. You're probably, udizahora.abbeyhomesearch.com unless you have purchased and pointed a vanity URL. So here we go. I'm going to open my website. I want you to go ahead and open yours. You'll see mine is grayed out for just a moment while the video loads. There we go. And now I want you to select more options. It's right in the center, right below the search bar. And then what comes up is this HAR style search screen. But what we're going to do at this moment is select free market report. And what I want you to do now is sign yourself up to get a free market report so that you can see what it looks like. So right there in the search bar, type in an area, city, county, or zip. So I am going to put in Cold Spring. There we go. See, it found it. Cold Spring, Texas. It's loading it up already. See how fast this is? And as you scroll down, you can see exactly what that market report looks like. This is important because you're going to be sending these to every single homeowner in your database, and you need to know what you're sending them. So in Cold Spring, it tells us there are 89 homes for sale. 18 of them are new to the market. Which is a 36% drop in the last 30 days. What does that tell you? That at least a third of the sellers in Cold Spring are keeping their homes off the market. That's the first thing it tells you. The second thing it tells you is that when this crisis is over, there's going to be a flood of new listings on the market. Why is that important? Because you need to be establishing relationships with homeowners now who want to sell but are waiting until this crisis is past. How do you do that? By sending them a market report. That is one powerful way to do it. So again, your profound wisdom at being in this class today. So you'll see below that, it gives the average home price in Cold Spring, which is up 7.9%. That is a reflection of the tightened listing inventory, with a third of the sellers keeping their homes off the market. It is driving up prices for remaining inventory. There have been 10 price reductions in the last 30 days. So if you want to bargain, you might want to look at those. And then it ranks the homes in Cold Spring from most expensive to the most popular, and that means they're getting the most activity on the MLS, and then the two most recent listings. Isn't that powerful? So a consumer could do this if they stumbled upon your website, hit more options, hit free market report, did their search. They could come down here and hit subscribe now, and they would receive this report every 30 days. However, if we depend upon them to do it, we are going to starve to death. It is simply not going to happen in sufficient quantities to fully fund our aspirations. So now that you know what a market report looks, I'm going to show you how to automatically sign up, not to automatically sign up, how to manually sign up every homeowner in your database so that they will automatically receive this market report going forward. So I want you to go back into your KV Core platform, and I'm just going to open chat real quick and see if I missed anything from anybody. No, just Carla's apology. Okay, I think that's where we left off. That was a funny joke, Carla. There we go. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I want you to select your Smart CRM, open it up, and then put yourself in here. I would recommend you do that. If you have a contact you can put in here for a personal address. If not, put your spouse, your son, your daughter, your grandkids, somebody who you can practice on, experiment with. But I've got myself in here as a lead. So I'm going to select my name and search. So pull up a contact. You need to get one specific contact identified. I'm going to click on my name. Okay, so here I am, Frank Gray. Here I am as a new lead. So pull up either yourself or somebody that you know, and then scroll down on the left to where it says Market Reports. Hit the drop-down arrow, Add Market Report. Here is where you have the opportunity to automatically push this out to your sellers. So I can search for a location. I'm going to go back to I did Cold Spring already. What I want to do now? How about Mont Belvieu? I might want to buy property on the east side sometime, if only I knew a good realtor over there. Oh, I think I do. I got a couple of them in class this morning. So I do have a good connections. Okay, Mont Belvieu, there it is. Now, from the website, if they'd signed up, they're going to get it every 30 days. But if you are pushing them in every 7, 14, 21, or 28 days. Now, if you have a seller who is really hot to sell and they want to maintain an awareness of what's happening in the market, you can put them on a 7-day. By the way, you could also do this for a buyer if you had them in your database for the area that they're interested in purchasing in, particularly if they're looking at doing something 6 months or a year or 2 years from now. This will just kind of keep them up to date on what's happening in that area until they're ready to buy. So I'm going to select 28 days and then hit Add. And now I get my confirmation that this contact, Frank Gray, is going to get a neighborhood report on Mont Belvieu, Texas, every 28 days. Isn't that beautiful? And because we already created a market report for ourselves from our website, we know exactly what the client is going to be viewing. So if you have been building your sphere of influence, if you have been building your database through Core Property Boost, through Facebook ads, by uploading everybody in your geo farm, you should have at a minimum hundreds of sellers in your database. And if you're really focused on this, you should have thousands of sellers in your database. And if you're like, Frank, I don't know thousands of people, you don't need to. You can come into the office, sit down at our public computer, go into the cold database, and literally within a few minutes, add thousands of homeowners. We have every homeowner in the state of Texas in this database, and about a third of them have email addresses. So there are no excuses for not having hundreds or thousands of sellers in your database. Come in here and get them. And then you can start sending these market reports. They're branded to you so that when the seller is ready to sell or they want more information, they know who to reach out to. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I wanted to share with you today. I am not unaware that doing this for hundreds or thousands of homeowners is going to be a job, but hey, you're stuck at home anyway. Why not use that time to do something that's going to make you wealthy? In our sphere of influence marketing strategy, in our GeoFarm marketing strategy, this is one of the key tactics that we teach for staying in touch with potential buyers and sellers. So I'm going to open the chat one more time just to see if there's any questions. How do you cancel if needed, and do they need to be an active lead? No, they could be anybody in your database. And to cancel it, I'm going to come back over here to my lead. I'm going to open this market report, and you'll see I can hit remove right there. So the consumer can opt out of it, but you can go in and remove it as well. Great question. Okay. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Looks like we did that in 11 minutes. Hold on, Jennifer's got a question. Is there some way to generate this for a local Facebook garage sale sit, I presume, situation for a one-time posting? So, what's that? Site. Okay, for a Facebook garage sale site. You can create a squeeze page for a market report, and that's probably, oh, I get what you're saying. You want to print hard copy market reports to hand out at a garage sale. Am I tracking with you now, Jennifer? No. You want to clarify that then? What are you looking for?
I don't think she has a mic.
Oh, okay. Just type it in your chat then, Jennifer.
He's wanting to know how to get on there and do the same thing, but add it as a garage sale, add the garage sale site to that. Can you list that site on there?
So I have no idea how to create a garage sale site. That's not a KV Core tool. So Cheryl is asking if we can post it on Facebook, and yes, we can.
I know I don't have it. I've been stuck in this house for the last 3
No, I'm going to mute everybody again. There we go. Mute. There we go. Okay, I love the power of the mute button. So Cheryl, yes. And that is what we teach under squeeze page. I'm not going to teach it right now, but I am going to show you since you asked. If you go under lead engine and then go to squeeze page, start building, and you'll see right here across the top the 4 different types. One of them is a market report. You do it the exact same way. Come over here and generate the link, and then you open your Facebook account, paste that link right in there, and it creates a beautiful Facebook post saying, you know, market report for Cold Spring, Texas, or for the Woodlands, Texas, or for Katy, Texas, or whatever area that you identified. And as people click through, it gives you the opportunity to create leads to capture their contact information. Okay, hope you found that helpful. We have a class at 10 o'clock today, and I've forgotten who it was, but I was excited when I saw it. So check the back agent calendar, log right back in here, and fill that brain with additional learning. But don't let that distract you from going in and adding every single seller that you have in your database onto a market report. Okay, thanks guys. I'm going to turn off the recording. If there was anything else that you wanted to talk about,